Nigerian men get a lot of love in this part of Africa too. It's something that a lot of black men don't want to talk about, but white men are always going to get preferential treatment over you almost anywhere in the world.
Why are you so okay with just giving your women away to other races?
The world we're living in right now, it's kind of survival of the fittest. So if they feel they can find their way out using that way, then they're free to do whatever they feel like.
Because of the way we've been portrayed, not our fault, women are looking elsewhere. So we need to control the way we are portrayed.
Hi guys, welcome to Kenganda. My name is Janita Maya and this is the Re-Part Podcast.
Yo guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Outer Brand from Uganda.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
New word?
Big up.
Wow.
Yes, man.
Yes, people. Maintain DJ and producer, Caribbean from London, living in Kampala for 5 years now. Big up everyone.
Okay.
O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again. African American, Sacramento, California, the West Coast stand up here in Kampala.
Okay, perfect. Now, I was on TikTok passing time and then I came across this video. Watch this with us and react to it with us.
Kenya, Uganda, and Burundi, East Africa. What is happening in your country? I know they don't get white Christmas in this country, but it is snowing heavily. You all love the white men. What is happening? Your mothers be telling you stay away from Nigerian men, but it's okay for you all to be with the Santa Claus. Merry Christmas.
That's his message right there. It's snowing in East Africa. And he said Merry Christmas because he has never seen that many white men with Ugandan or East African ladies.
Yeah.
Guys, what do you think about this? Is this something that you've observed? Have you seen this? Have you interacted with, an interracial couple? Let us know.
So let me start this one off, right? I've been in Uganda for 6 years, and obviously I think you see it more. There's certain restaurants I'll like to hang out at because it reminds me of, it has the same ambiance as the States or Europe or whatever. So if I want to get a little, even though the food might not be the best, but I'll go, there's one place in particular I go to.
Yeah.
When you're there at the restaurant, you will see a lot of older white men and really super attractive Ugandan women.
Yeah.
But it's even much, 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 much worse in Nairobi,
Really?
in Kenya. Oh yeah, it is. You see it a lot. So of course, I think a lot of black men, this guy sounds like he's from he is Nigerian, but maybe he's been living in Britain. He has a little bit of a twang. He probably wasn't born in Britain, but he was born Nigerian. Probably lives in Britain now.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is this: is Nigerian men get a lot of love in this part of Africa too.
Yeah.
It's something that a lot of black men don't want to talk about, but white men are always going to get preferential treatment over you almost anywhere in the world. It's something that happens. It happens in South Africa. It happened in Brazil. But the thing that's crazy for me is so many other ladies that will deal with you. It don't even really matter. You kind of even brush it off. So I don't know, maybe the brother he seems like he's funny, so he shouldn't have no problem. But it's there, but it don't stop you from what you. I mean, not me because I'm a Christian, but amen. It shouldn't stop you in your other stuff. There's so many women that will deal with you because he is a Nigerian,
Yeah.
or will deal with you because you are an African American or Black British. So
Okay. Been saying, what do you think?
Yes, Jonita. I agree with him. I see it a lot.
Is it like white men or older white men?
So it's it's the older white men. Even my neighbor.
oh
No, you.
hold on, story time music. Talk about it.
Okay, so I'm chilling on my porch. It's a beautiful day in Kampala. And I see these
Say it.
3 girls go to my neighbor's house. 2 of them I knew. So they was just, as people do, as they're walking through, they look around at their surroundings. They look up and they go, oh, hey, Maintain. And I'm like, now I've got 2 girls that I don't really know that well, but I only know them from my gigs. Now they know where I live. So one, I'm already annoyed. And they go up to this guy's house, recently divorced.
Okay.
So he came here married.
Was he married to a white lady?
Yeah, well, to a white lady, Belgian guy.
Okay. Belgian guys in Kampala too.
Yeah,
oh my God. A lot.
Got caught cheating. Wife left him. His kids were with him as well. So he split up his family. and now he's just running. He's just running wild in Kampala. But I think he's 70 something.
What does he do?
He's a teacher. He's a French teacher. Yeah.
But he's teaching them about something.
Teaching something. So yeah, I see it a lot, and I think it's more of a they just see him as money, right?
Yeah.
So I don't. It's like I may be wrong. They may genuinely like him, but his age and the way he carries himself makes me feel like it's just
money.
It's just money.
It can be loving him for him.
Yeah, and he knows it as well. You know, he knows what he's doing. Yeah, I live in Luboa. I have a nice place. You come round. Da 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 da. So yeah, it's a big.
It says Luboa, right? Yeah. That's where we're moving next.
So yeah, I see it a lot.
Yeah,
I see it a lot. I think it's a status thing.
Is this the white guy?
Yeah.
Okay. So what does this guy mean by snow? I think if I got confused somewhere.
Snow is white. So like a lot of white men on the continent.
So in
you ever
Europe,
heard the term snow bunny before?
Yeah.
That's a white woman.
So yeah, in London where I'm from, anybody that likes white girls or vice versa, white men, they say, oh yeah, you love the snow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You like to go skiing.
Because the snow is white.
You know, yeah.
You get it?
That's
Same
what
here
say.
in that.
Yeah.
I was trying to understand. Actually, I was now wondering. Where in East Africa are we getting snow?
Now you know, brother. Yeah. Different type of snow.
Okay.
That's the snow.
So that's what he meant.
Yeah.
It's quite common.
He says he's seeing a lot of older white men with East African girls. But what's your take on it, Alta?
Actually, for me, I've also experienced it because I have my OGs, that some whom I studied with.
Yeah.
And these are ladies like, I was with them in the same, in the same classroom.
Yeah.
But right now, as we speak, there were those Snow White guys.
Okay.
Like right now, like they actually married. I know like 3 who are married and they have kids. Some are staying in Kenya. Yeah, so I've witnessed it.
Yeah. Would you say you have an issue with seeing your orgies with like white men?
No, the world.
Sorry, it sounds like y'all are saying orgies.
OG, like old girl. Like you went to the same school. That's an OG. You went to the same school.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
For anyone, because I think
Anyone who
it's
might
Ugandan
be-
slang.
anyone
Sorry.
who might be, yeah. So me personally, I don't have any problem with them.
Yeah.
And it's the world we're living in right now. It's kind of survival of the fittest. So if they feel they can find their way out using that way, then they're free to do whatever they feel like.
To take you back to the recent episodes, you're the same person who had an issue with colonialism and whatnot, and now you're fine with a white man dating your Ugandan girls and whatnot.
No, that's not. Is this colonialism?
No, but they're descendants of colonizers.
Okay, they can come and colonize. In that aspect, they're allowed to colonize.
Why? Why though? Why are you so okay with just giving your women away to other races?
It's their choice. I believe by the time they grow up to that age, they're adults and they know what to do. And just like I couldn't blame someone for believing in what they believe, because I believe you're in your right mind, like in your right thinking, you are understanding and you know what you're doing. You're not some little young kid who can be told, hey, don't do this. Say so, freedom. Do whatever
they can do what they want. Sorry. I know I'm attacking you. It's all love, guys. It's all love.
Yeah.
So if let's say there's a certain girl that you like, she turns you down for a white man. You okay with it?
That would be a problem.
Okay. Okay, now that's a problem. Why?
Of course, there won't be much I can do.
Yeah.
But if I really expressed my interest into you, you don't have to, unless you go and do it undercover, like you vanish away from me, but you don't do it like in the open. It would be weird.
Okay. Yeah. Well, look at you, Alta. Well, my take on it snowing in East Africa would be, I think it's like Maintain said, it comes from a point of survival.
Yes.
Because this, you can't say older white men are attractive. I understand that some women who are attracted to older men, but you can see a certain girl with an old white man and you're like, is he even functioning in that? What is it?
You'd be surprised.
Do you know what the Do you know what the telltale sign is though?
What?
So say like for instance, I walk into Cafeteria or Caramel or one of these type of restaurants and I see the couple, I see the older white man, I see the young Ugandan girl. I'll walk in and she'll make eyes with me and she'll do this.
They're guilty.
Yeah. If they look back at me and go,
why should you feel guilty?
Because they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You're a very young girl with a very old man.
Like there's a difference between having a white sugar daddy and a black sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Is
If
it?
you're seen in public, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You can see them.
yeah,
If you
yeah,
ever
yeah,
look at them, like what Maintain said, they will look away or they'll say, oh, I don't want to go in public or whatnot. But one thing about such men, they want to show you off. So what are you going to do?
Exactly.
You're going to keep quiet
they-
and
That's when we see ladies taking pictures of
The food?
and they live there.
The food and the
Yeah.
view.
Yeah.
You don't see nothing else.
But I
Yeah.
think there's this perception, okay, especially here in Africa, that the white man is always doing better as compared to the white. They know they will be better off with the white man because, of course, Africans are known to be not so well off.
Stingy.
No, it's
Not
not
even stingy,
No.
but we don't have.
Not all.
There's
Not
no
all.
not having that stingy.
No, it's not having like when
Stinginess.
Uh-uh.
Not giving out money to girls.
It's not having. They assume the white man has got more money, so they would
exactly.
rather
They
stick
assume.
to a white man because they have this perception that they will do better off. Yeah, maybe as compared to
To the
yeah.
Let me add this though. Like after hearing your perspective, right? I want to just add this slightly. So I did say that I do see some attractive ladies with these older guys, but to be honest, I'm just gonna say this, and this is I don't know if you guys can agree. When I see a lot of the whiter guys, and not all of them are old. Some of these guys is our age or younger.
Yeah.
But the ladies they pick, you would be like, oh, that's interesting because she's not who I would probably pick. I don't know if you ever mentioned, seen that, right?
Perfect.
So when you see, and it's not that the young lady is not attractive, but for the kind of ladies that I like, and y'all know what I'm looking, what I, you know what I need in my life, right? Yeah, you guys know the kind of ladies I like, right? I don't really see that many white guys with the kind of ladies that I like.
Very interesting. point.
Yeah, so
They're
when
like
I
the slim things.
No, and they're still beautiful and everything like that.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like, oh, you can see somebody and be like, oh, she's attractive, but I wouldn't waste my time. Like, if I'm walking down the street, I'm not gonna turn around and go talk to her. You know, but she ain't the kind of lady like I would see like whatever I was doing, I would stop and go back. I've never seen white men with usually ladies like that.
Yeah.
Very, very seldomly. So when I'm looking at them, I'm like, this is we're not in no kind of competition or whatever, because the kind of ladies that I like, usually it's sometimes they will do it. But when I'm in Kenya, I'm like, when we was there last time, I saw plenty of white dudes with black women, and it wasn't like I wouldn't want to talk to her no way. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
Before the gentleman answer, you know, on the other side though, it's like if that type of woman is being rejected by her own peers and her own people, I wouldn't feel bad if she goes to a white man, because like if you can't find a man in your race or they don't find you attractive, then by all means look outside. Yeah.
Yeah, if that's the case, then I totally agree. Something like what you said, yeah. If you're older in age, right, and you're having troubles getting partners, and you find one, and it happens to be, then you're both adults. Cool. The issue I have is these men on death's door. Like they don't even know if they're going to be alive tomorrow, and they're picking up these girls that are 16, 17, 18, 19. And you know they're in full blown relationships. I find that a bit strange, because when I DJ'd at Sky's Hotel, like I used to see that a lot. You see the girl walk in first, then like maybe half an hour later, you see the old.
It took him how long to get upstairs?
Yeah. So she just left him and booked the table, and then he's still there with his Zimmer frame.
In that case, are you worried about the ladies or the guy who's on this door?
The guy on death's door, he knows
God.
he knows what he signed up for.
Yeah.
The ladies I'm worried for.
Some of these ladies go for these elderly white dudes because they have maybe some hope in the future when this dude maybe passes on or something.
Yeah.
She can be able to obtain the benefits from this dude who has just passed on and able to utilize them for herself.
Yeah.
So they want to seize that opportunity.
Yeah. Well, I hope a lot of these women who think like that, they actually are in the will.
You know,
Because if they're not, their family will come and they'll just be left with nothing, and they'll be
Gone.
back where they started. So, you know, it's a it's a tricky game.
it is tricky.
It's a tricky game.
But if you're married or something, even if you have a ring, it doesn't count.
Not if you're in, I believe, not even, you could probably, because if you're married, then but there's nothing stated in a will, then that's where the lines get blurred.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know what's funny though? My aunt warned me, she's like, do not bring a foreigner at home. you know, which is so funny because like in our household, it's just like no white men.
Wow.
Or something like that. Should you're right.
What about like guys like me and O'Shea? Would we be classed as foreigners?
No, not
To your
really.
family, no?
To them, if you're black, you're
If you're black, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so black, you're good. Yeah.
They really don't care. But it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, like he said, you'll do what you want to do. You're all grown up. You think for yourself. So you date who you want to date and you'll do what you want to do. But on the flip side, though, it's when these white men start making these girls do certain things. We won't mention what.
Can I get a sound effect?
Is that happening here?
Yes, it is. But hold on, let me kind of get to a point before we get into that. I want to explore that rabbit hole. But again, the guy says your parents are telling you to not date Nigerian men. Here come the Nigerians in the comment section, but we're just gonna talk about that in general, right? What is the reason why their parents are telling them not to date Nigerian men, or in the case of him, if you're in the UK, Caribbean men, or Africans tell their daughters to date African American men? Because there is some stereotype and some behavior that might be attributed that it's true, that in some aspects, some of these guys are known for doing X, Y, and Z. So not everybody is going to get the stereotype right. So some of that is don't date these black men, not necessarily because they're black, or these black women because they're black. It's because of some of their proclivity or their behavior. And a lot of times we want to get behind that. Now, everything is not always the white man is God or whatever. Again, it goes back to what we always teach. As black people, we don't, many times, our opinion is shaped off the behavior that we do. Like if you ask a Ugandan woman who's never been anywhere, or a Nigerian woman, or an African American woman, she's going to tell you her experiences with her people that in some points are going to be pejorative, not based on what she's heard or based off what she's known. So now when you get through going through this, and I'm living here, so some of the things people are talking about their experience, we've talked about it here on the podcast.
Yeah.
So they're not lying. We know they're not lying because we're experiencing the same thing. So now if you experience where it's difficult to do business or it's difficult to feel like you have a relationship, it's hard to defend that which you're finding difficulty. And I'm not expressing why they should deal with a white man, but I'm trying to just understand where they're coming from. And where they're coming from is, I've been dealing with these guys for I don't know how many years, and I don't feel like my personal life has gotten any better because there's no Ugandan woman who's dealt with just all white women her whole life. She's probably dated dudes in her community, whatever, and she felt like it didn't go anywhere. Same thing like black women in Black America. I've been dealing with African American men all my life, and then I want to try something different. And it just so happens if that works, then that person goes and tells everybody that she knows, start dating white men.
Yeah.
And then we don't want to look at that we have a problem in our own society. Partly, why do the women or why do the men feel that way? And then we want to say, oh, it's all because these white men are God, or these white men, it's not always true. The opinions I have about Africa, at first it might have been of what I saw on TV. But now if I go and live here and it matches to what I see on TV, now that's the issue. If any part of that is true. So now we don't want to deal with that. Now, if there are many great Nigerians out there, or African Americans out there, or Ghanaian Americans out there, but now when you come to somebody's country, those people typically, when you're doing bad news fly better than good news. That's how it works. So if your guys are scamming or getting girls pregnant, and a lot of guys do that anywhere, or if you guys go to Dubai, they get a bad reputation. The bad news flies.
Yeah.
And people will tell you, don't deal with X, Y, and Z. Now, what the problem with the white folks is, they're out here making deadbeat baby mamas and spreading their seed Chinese too. But that don't really get talked about as much as they do in the blacks.
No.
Yeah, they doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. So now a lot of things is, as black people, as African Americans or Africans, whoever in the diaspora, how we treat each other is paramount.
Yeah.
And people are going off that experience or that bad experience, and they telling everybody else don't f with it.
And you know what? For the girls, I'm representing the women. Nigerians.
No, whenever Jonita goes,
hold on, we gonna hold on one second before
the fire is coming.
Y'all gonna say I don't stand up. I'm gonna stand up for my Nigerian brothers. I know a lot of good Nigerian brothers in the States, and but so what she's about to say, brothers, I know I got y'all. I've been defending y'all, and y'all come after me all the time. But that's okay. When I come to Legos, we gonna see how real y'all are.
Yeah.
But I've been holding you brothers down, man. Go ahead.
But it's all love.
My brother's half Nigerian, by the way.
I want to say this. It's all love. We're all brothers and sisters at the end of the day. But a fact is a fact. I'm sorry to say this. I can't defend dating Nigerian men.
Why?
You can edit this out.
What? No, we're not going to put it up there.
All they do is just break girls' hearts. They love them and then they disappear. That's it. Listen, it's not just a few girls that have experienced this. You ask any girl where her villain story started from. It started from dating a Nigerian man.
What's up with Nigerian man?
Let me tell you something. They break hearts like it's breakfast. That's what they do for a living.
Hold on.
All they do is just break hearts.
Hold on.
Listen, I'm sorry. And you say this, there are stories on TikTok. The girls talk about it. It's everywhere.
Get her.
No girl says, oh, I'm just saying.
Our
The
ancestral
girls that
home
have
is like
dated,
Nigeria. You got to get it. You gotta
the
get
girls that have dated Nigerian men usually just have to, they'll love you, they'll love bomb you. But the moment they disappear, they go ghost. There's nothing. They'll just disappear and move on.
Okay, hold on a second. Can I say this before we go to... Now, most African Americans have about 40-50% are Caribbeans, Nigerian DNA. So we're going to have to defend our brothers, by ancestral nature. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Why are they... See, the thing about it is this. A shout out to brother Nee Adder Big Bay, one of my best friends in the world in Poland. So much so that if I'm not there, I send him money to pay my rent when I'm not there. I love the brother, right? Nigerian men are like anybody else. What is the reason why they are ghosting? It's not because they're heartbreakers. It's because the people have no value for them.
Listen, it's not about value or... one thing. Okay, maybe...
It can be always the case.
Yeah, but it can't be that repetitive. Not... if 10 girls are saying the same thing, then there must be a problem.
But I don't think it's a Nigerian issue. I think it's a male issue.
How many Ugandan women broke my heart?
Women are getting ghosted by different guys from all over the world every day.
It happens. When you talk to any girl, ask her where her villain story started from.
Probably,
she will tell you, I dated a Nigerian man. He showed me fire or paper, like they like to say it. And then...
It's a bit of a generalization.
It is. I'm biased. I am biased, so maybe let's take my word for it.
The Nigerian man broke your heart.
I actually do have a Nigerian ex. Oh,
now we're getting to the bottom of the problem. Jesus.
I'm not saying anything, but oh my God. If you're a girl out there, just protect yourself and just look the other way.
He's ready to get married too and everything. Huh?
Look the other way.
No. Let me just say this, right? And it goes back. I don't want to be hypocritical because, like I said, they do have some reputations out there, even in they're the biggest diaspora in the world. So whenever you go someplace, you're going to hear about, if you're in Poland right now it's Zimbabwe. So if you go to Poland, Zimbabwean guys are going to get the most talked about. Most Nigerians, I'm not going to say they're the most ambitious group in Africa, but it does seem like that. Yeah. They're going to be out more. They're in America. They're in the UK. They're going to be in Uganda, Kenya. They really leave in South Africa. So, of course, you're going to hear more stories about them because there's more of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I don't think they're just so much different than everybody else. I've been in Uganda. Listen, Ugandan women can also break your heart also.
Yeah, I mean, all nationalities can break your heart anyway.
And take your bank account too. If I had all the money that I have given to women in Uganda, I believe I could buy a Range Rover.
Yes, we need to accept Nigeria. In Nigeria, I have in my head, I came into a conclusion that a Nigerian would always be a Nigerian.
You are deceiving.
What do you mean?
A Nigerian is not a normal...
Connecting.
When you look at the African index, a Nigerian... The way Nigerian thinks is not the way a normal African thinks. Every situation, so long as you put a Nigerian, expect something different.
Okay.
Extraordinary things.
Everything, whether it is what, whether it is music.
That is true.
A Nigerian will represent in every
Nigerian men
situation.
also have girls out here stigmatized. There's also that.
This is a quick message from the East African girls to our Nigerian men. But I don't know where you get the idea that you come to us because you want us and because you want to use us for your pleasure. But let me break it to you, yeah? Let me break it to you. We come to you because we want you and because we want pleasure. Because to be honest, our East African men have starved us. They have starved us. They don't care if we are satisfied. They don't care if we get or not. But our Nigerian men care about they care if we were satisfied. And this is what we want. That's why we are coming to you, boo. I want, when I am done, my legs to be shaking and trembling like a leaf on a tree. Who doesn't want that? Sometimes we get digmatized in the process and we hang on to it and we don't want to let go. But you know the reason now, yeah?
Nothing shocks me from a
Wait
Nigerian.
till the brothers from Oakland and St. Louis get out here. That's all we get.
Nothing shocks me from a Nigerian when I hear about a Nigerian. If it was someone from Egypt or Cameroon, I would be like, oh, but a Nigerian?
Okay,
new.
but Alta, getting back to the topic at hand, or actually what this video is about.
Exactly.
How do we save our Ugandan women from being preyed on by these old, decrepit
White men.
Give them
Like-
money.
Big question.
I'm trying to be serious.
I'm sorry. Okay.
But
No, she is serious.
No, I'm saying you're trying to be serious. I'm sorry. That was just.
no, it was funny.
I think the question is before. Okay, first finish.
No, I think we've got to, like I say all the time on these episodes, right? Controlling narrative, right? The reason why white men are seen the way they are is because they've gone all over the world and colonized it and presented themselves as these godly type creatures. You're superior, thank you. And you'll have a better life with us. When that's just a falsehood. There's some of the worst men out there in the world to actually be with.
Yeah, I've had
So-
about Jamaican men.
Sorry?
I've had about Jamaican men.
Oh,
Oh, but Jonita.
Caribbean men.
You came locked and loaded today, huh? What have
I'm
you heard about
representing the
Caribbean?
ladies.
What have you heard
It's the
about
drink.
Caribbean men?
So
I've had-
he is asking,
That's okay.
how can we save the Ugandan?
Okay,
ladies?
Thank you.
outside.
But
Tell us.
the point is, in the first place, do the Ugandan girls want to be saved?
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, the ones that don't want to be saved, then
Dun,
we
dun,
can't save them.
they don't want to be saved.
Yeah.
What makes you think they don't want to be saved?
In most cases, like I told you, these ladies are the ones who take themselves.
True.
Yeah, to these white dudes.
True.
It's in a rare case whereby the white dude approaches them. So you take yourself there and you get ready for the consequences.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
To answer maintain, I think if our countrymen could be a bit more romantic and more generous.
Alta?
What you're saying no,
Maybe
because
when-
you know you're not giving out money and you're not being romantic. Is that true?
No. We shall be more romantic. I believe we shall.
We shall. You're not romantic. So why can't you be romantic to your girls?
When we get a new in this
Oh my
country, we shall become more romantic. Ugandans will become more romantic. The situation we're in right now, there's no time for romance.
Oh Lord.
We are
You're
all
fighting
serious.
corruption. Lord. The lies.
oh man.
Guys, let's wrap this up.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
guys, any last remark about this?
We need to have faith in one another.
Right.
Exactly.
Ugandans, Caribbeans,
African Americans.
and give each other a chance. Yeah, we're as affluent, we're as knowledgeable, we're as intelligent, we're as loving, and as anybody else, even probably more so. But because of the way we've been portrayed, not our fault, women are looking elsewhere. So we need to control the way we are portrayed.
Okay, Outa, any last remarks?
Yeah, I will agree with my brother here. But when talks of giving a chance, that is a long-term solution.
Yeah.
But right now, as I speak, it is what it is. our Ugandan girls are interested in these white folks. And at the end of the day, once you put your foot into fire and you get burnt, don't ask yourself,
how did I get
why did I get burnt? Yet you don't put you.
Because you old man.
Move to Ugandan girls, please go for whatever suits you. And no one's going to come and tell you what to do.
Yeah.
For you old white folks, please proceed. Yes.
As a Ugandan man, how would you make yourself more appealing to Ugandan girls?
It depends on what the Ugandan girls want from the Ugandan man. As place. Yes. If it's money, then obviously Ugandan man knows he needs to work harder so he can get.
But it's not even about
If
working
it's-
hard, because some of them have money and they just don't let go of that money.
Auntie, it
Give so that
depends.
you can receive
The
more.
thing
It
is, if
depends. Let him go to who.
What'd you say? What'd you
But
say?
if a woman leads with
Yeah.
money, like for instance, when I was single, if a woman led with money, if that was her thing, like, oh, where we going? Oh, I hope it's the most expensive restaurant. Oh, I hope you're sending me an Uber. I'm already switched off.
Yeah.
I'm already nah.
Whom are you giving to?
Yeah.
You make what for a date? What do you do for a girl when you're going to go on a date with her and you're not going to pick her up? What do you do?
Depends on what the date is going to be
No,
like.
okay, transportation modes. Do you?
If I'm not going to pick her,
Depends
on what within.
You put her on a border.
It really depends.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
The assumptions, the assumptions are strong.
So sorry.
That all depends. Like, yeah.
Have you ever sent an Uber to pick up someone?
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
I've ever. Yeah.
Okay, well, at least. Oshay, last remark.
I mean, I would just say, like, one of the things I've seen in just Africa, like with the Somalian community, you can't really talk to, and shout out to the brothers, I don't know if I'm wrong about this, but you cannot talk to Somalian men's women. I just really don't see it.
Yeah, true.
And they're African as anybody else, but, you know, they do some things. And one of the things I will give a real, it was a brother, I haven't mentioned him. Yeah, I met him in Kenya. He's a Somalian brother, but he lives in Australia. A lot of Somalian men, you see them, I don't really see them so much in Uganda. I know they're here, but in Kenya, they're really there. You see them at our cafe, they congregate, they come, they talk business. Very similar to the Arab men. If you go to Dubai, what's the Dubai Mall? Is that what it's called? The African men don't help each other enough. So when the African men don't help each other enough, you can't keep out outsiders. So African men, Ugandan men, or whoever else, you have to have value for each other as men. And then that's what opens up the economy. And so as men, when we start helping each other, I was talking to Aldo Brand about this yesterday. I told him we had a big meeting with a brand. Won't talk about who the brand was. But the brand's demographics is like 18 to 35. It's all women. What that means is they don't care about you as men. That's typical across the world. So they don't care about you because you're not valuable to them. You don't spend any money. So the brand is saying the same thing that these women are saying. You don't take care of your women. Now, it might not be true as an individual. You might take care of your women, but as a group, you don't. Right? That's what they're saying. Because we don't need to cater to you or market towards you. You know, women do for more money, but they're just saying, look, if you guys die off tomorrow, it doesn't even matter. So the problem a lot of African men have is the same problem that we're having in America, where you don't get men coming together to support each other. And when you get men supporting each other, then you can really have an input on what your women are doing, and you give a reason for your women to stay loyal to you. Yeah. And as black men, we're having a problem all across the world in the diaspora, giving our women a reason why they should stay loyal to us. Now, I know black men will say, well, look, these women ain't giving us no reason to stay loyal to them, which is true. I talk about that on my other channels. But at the same time, as men, you're going to be considered the leader, right? So now, where is your protection for these ladies? So if they look at you, they should be able to have a decision. Okay, my men have given me X, Y, and Z. And in Africa, you got to give your women something. Anywhere in the world, but here you got to give your women something. If you can't give your women something, what do you expect them to do? Mm-hmm. You know, women are going to go to the highest bidder in general.
Yeah.
Okay. And the guys in the Indian community, they're here. You can't touch their women. You got men that here, they got Lebanese women. You know, African men know you can't get a Lebanese woman in Africa, nowhere. You know that because their community is going to go the extra mile to take care of their women, and their women got to conform to certain rules to be in that society, or you go. And there's a lot of women that will be down with that. A lot of women want to have a reason to be with a black man. That's all around the world. So I think the black men got to give their women a reason why somebody should be there for them. And a lot of times as brothers in the black world, we don't. We're not working together like we should. We're not coming together like we should. And then the women are out here acting however they're acting. And then we say, well, it's because you want the white man. But no, as black men, we didn't do what we were supposed to do. And now that's putting the mirror to the black man's face. You need to help your brother. Stop disrespecting your brother. Stop lying to him and all of this stuff. Then when you're treating the black man like with some respect, women reckon the real alpha male is not the guy who gets the most women. The real alpha male is the guy who has the most respect amongst the men.
He ain't lying.
So now once you do that as a group, women will start coming around that group. It happens all the time. So then your women are going to start adhering to you. But if you don't do that, your women going to be always with the foreigners, with the Egyptians, or whoever they coming through. Because when they come to Uganda, those men have an order, a natural order of things. Remember when it was over in 2020? There's a group of men, there's a leader, and those men revolve around whoever else, authority. Black men don't like that. Black men I want to do this. You can't tell me nothing. Woozy, woozy, woo. Okay, so then your women go over there where there's order, where there's some promise. That's why you got black women going to Dubai. Go to the Entebbe airport any day of the week. You see a bunch of beautiful ladies, most of them be Muslim or Arab. They going to Dubai. True. And the woman is fine. You're like, damn. And you know she going over there to make like 700,000 shillings a month, which is like $200. And she is beautiful. And I'm like, this lady that's going, or she might be smart, but she's going over to help them, and they're going to put her down in their economy. She could be here in Uganda with a Ugandan man building up our people here. But as black men, we not working together to put that there. And it goes back to when white people come into the country, and what they do is they bring donations and stuff, and we say, oh, well, this is the white savior complex, but you didn't put it there, so they brought it there. So at the same time, as black men, we're the reasons why our women are going to Dubai. But the Arab man, his women ain't coming here to work as maids, are they? No. That's because black men ain't working together. So that's all comes back to us. So once we get that together, watch how your women start responding to you. But that's something we don't want to talk about because it takes ownership on us to be loyal to each other, which black men are not. Black men are disloyal to each other and don't like adhering to or order things. That's the problem.
Okay, I feel like that's well said, and that's the perfect way to end this episode. Thank you for that. Guys, where can they find you if they want to reach out?
Yeah, Outer Brian everywhere. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. That's where you can find me.
Cool.
Okay, perfect.
DJ Maintain on everything.
Also, Maintain has merch. The shirt is wearing.
Well, yeah, I'm trying a little thing.
Yeah.
See if people
how much is it? How much is it?
I haven't worked out a price point yet. I'm still working on some. I'm
all on some when I get my check. Though. When I get my check.
Yeah, I'm working on different designs. When they're ready, you'll be the first to know.
Yeah, we drop them some right here on King Ghana. Support our brother, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You dropping this knowledge over here. You don't even read. Y'all be roasting me in the comments and stuff.
Yeah.
We see y'all.
Where can they find you?
Don't follow me. Follow follow Black Jesus.
Okay.
Instagram.
Well, thank you for that. Well, don't follow him, but follow us at Kenyan Nation on all social media platforms. And also subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Do all the nice things. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Also subscribe to the Pan African Dating Show. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Peace.